Financial statements. Let's continue our discussion on financial statements. We're done with the statement of financial position, statement of comprehensive income. Let's now move on to statement of changes in equity. The statement of changes in equity shows the movements or changes of the items in shareholders' equity. So again, the statement of changes in equity shows the movements or changes of the items in shareholders' equity. Actually, na-discuss na natin yan under shareholders' equity. Just to recall, ito yung major sections under shareholders' equity. We have share capital, pwedeng ordinary share capital or preference share capital. We have share premium, retained earnings, OCI, and we have the treasury shares. Alright, so later, sasagot tayo ng illustrative example, pakita ko sa inyo kung paano mag-prepare ng statement of changes in equity. Now, focus tayo sa OCI. For OCI, since meron siyang beginning balance, meron siyang change, and we have the ending balance. So yung change na yung class for the period, ito yung papasok sa statement of comprehensive income as we learned earlier. Okay? Yung ending balance naman, ito yung pupunta sa statement of financial position, specifically sa equity section. And later, makikita nyo na yung beginning, change, and ending balance of OCI, makikita natin yan sa statement of changes in equity. Let's go to illustrative example number 5. Pakita ko sa inyo class kung paano mag-prepare ng statement of changes in equity. Requirement, prepare the comparative statement of changes in equity for the year ended December 31, 2025 and 2026. ABC Company's equity as of December 31, 2024, so meaning ito yung beginning balances, consists of the following. Pero tayong share capital, retained earnings, revaluation surplus, and total shareholders' equity. And then, may mga transactions for 2025 and 2026. So, ganito gawin ko dyan, class. We have share capital here, and then yung next item is retained earnings, and meron tayong revaluation surplus. For the revaluation surplus, lagay natin OCI. Lagay tayo ng total. Okay? So, beginning balance, lagay natin balance January 1, 2025 kasi December 31, 2024 yung given. Okay? Share capital is 1 million. Retained earnings, 700,000. OCI is 300,000. Total natin is 2 million. Okay? So, ano nangyari class sa 2025? Lagay ko dito, changes in equity in 2025. Okay? So, basically, ito yung mga movements. Bullet number 1, ABC reported net income of 200,000 and total comprehensive income of 220,000. Tama ba, class? Kung yung comprehensive income is 220,000, net income daw dyan is 200,000, tama ba? Ibig sabihin, yung OCI natin is 20,000. Okay? So, gagawin ko dyan, meron tayong net income, 200,000, ano natin, papasok yun sa retained earnings, 200,000, lagay mo din sa total, 200,000. And we have OCI, as computed, it's 20,000. Lagay natin dito siya, 20,000. And we have 20,000. Okay? Lagay natin balance, December 31, 2025. Share capital natin is still 1 million. Retained earnings, 900,000. OCI, 320,000. And total natin is 2.20,000. Okay? Kaya sabi ko kanina, class, yung OCI natin, again, yung change, pupunta ng statement of comprehensive income. Yung ending balance, pupunta ng statement of financial position. Pero yung beginning, change and ending, ito yun. Beginning, change and ending, makikita natin yan, lahat yan sa statement of changes in equity. Okay? Now, let's continue. Let's go to 2026. Lagyan natin, changes in equity in 2026. Okay, so, next, ABC reported OCI of 50,000 and total comprehensive income of 350. Tama ba, class? Kung meron tayong comprehensive income of 350, and then sabi dyan, OCI natin is 50,000, ibig sabihin, class, yung net income natin is 300,000. Okay? So, lagay ko dito, we have net income, 300,000. Lagay natin under retained earnings, and don't forget na ilagay siya sa total, 300,000. We have OCI as computed or given siya, 50,000. So, lagyan natin 50,000 and sa total, 50,000. Next. Okay, ABC issued additional shares with aggregate par value of 500,000. So, lagyan natin dito issuance of shares. Shares na lang. Siyempre, sa share capital yan. Tama? 500,000. And sa total, meron tayong 500,000. Okay, and then last one, ABC declare dividends. Pag nag-declare ka ng dividends, bawas sa retained earnings yan. Lagay ko na ng dividends. Okay, so RE minus tayo na 100,000. And then minus 100,000. Okay, so balance December 31, 2026. Okay, so 1.5 million for the share capital. For retained earnings, 900 plus 300, that's 1.2 minus 100, that's 1.1 million. For the OCI, 320 plus 50, that's 370,000. And total natin, 2220, so calculator natin, 2220 plus 300,000 plus 50 plus 500 minus 100, you should get 2,970,000. 2,970,000. Okay. So this is an example of statement of changes in equity. So pinapakita natin yung changes in equity for each period. Alright? So yun lang ibig sabihin yan. Sige, now let's go to illustrative example number 6. Illustrative example number 6, kung makikita nyo class na nakalagay dyan, preparation of statement of retained earnings. Sir, ano yung statement of retained earnings? Kung mapapansin nyo class, sa list natin, sa complete set of financial statements, wala dyang statement of retained earnings. Tama? Because the statement of retained earnings is optional. Hindi yan required by PAS1. Okay? So basically, pag sabi mong statement of retained earnings, ang mangyayari dyang class is it shows the movements or changes in retained earnings. Ganun lang siya. So gawa tayo ng T account. Ano ba yung maka-affect ng retained earnings natin? Alam na natin yan. Meron tayong beginning balance. We have net income. What else? Previously, na-discuss natin siya under shareholders' equity. We have plus-minus prior period errors. We have change in accounting policy. Plus-minus din yan. Depende kung increase or decrease in retained earnings. And makaka-decrease ng RE natin dividends. Alright? And we get the ending balance. Now, yung prior period errors and change in accounting policy, next time natin di-discuss yung class. No? May separate session tayo dyan. Pero may concept dyan na tinatawag na retroactive restatement. Okay? So, kaya ang affected dyan is the retained earnings. Meron tayong retroactive restatement. Ano ibig sabihin ng prior period errors? Yun, may na-discover tayo na may errors tayo sa previous periods. Ano yung example ng change in accounting policy? For example, from FIFO, nag-change to WAVE. O kaya, cost model sa PPE, nag-change to revaluation model. Yun yung mga examples of change in accounting policy. When you say statement of retained earnings, statement of changes in equity lang din yan. Papakita yun sa iyo yung movements of the retained earnings. Sir, bakit siya optional? Optional siya kasi pasok na siya dito sa statement of changes in equity. Got it? Okay, so, let's go to illustrative example number 6. Prepare a statement of retained earnings. Ganito yung itsura niyang class. Okay, basahin muna natin yung given. XYZ company provided the following information. RE January 1, 1.2 million. Over depreciation in 2022 due to prior period error. Makaka-affect yan sa retained earnings natin. Change from FIFO to WAVE. Okay, credit nakalagay. Kaya nakalagay plus minus. Pag credit, it means increase sa retained earnings yan. Meron tayong net income for the year. Meron tayong retained earnings appropriated and dividends. So, ganito lang yung class. Statement of retained earnings, meron tayong retained earnings beginning January 1, 2025 amounting to 1.2 million. Okay? And next is correction of prior period error. Again, meron tayong separate session for this one pero papakita ko lang sa inyo. Nakalagay diyang class, over depreciation. Tama ba? Ibig sabihin na mataas yung depreciation expense? Pag mataas yung depreciation expense, mababa net income natin. Therefore, mababa retained earnings natin. Okay, kasi yung net income pupunta na retained earnings yan. Paano mo i-correct yan? Since understated yung RE, obviously, tataas mo yan. So, meron tayong plus 100,000. Got it? Next nating class is change in accounting policy. Yan yung from FIFO to WAVE. Nakalagay credit. Okay, pag credit, syempre, yung normal balance ng RE is credit, increase yan. So, plus 150,000. Next natin, net income. Sabi dyan sa given, it's 1.3 million. So, plus natin yan. And then, meron tayong appropriation. Lagay ko lang dito, appropriation for treasury shares. How much? 300,000 minus yan. Okay? So, take note class na ang kinocompute talaga natin dito is the unappropriated retained earnings. To recall, alam naman natin class na ending balance ng RE, meron dyang unappropriated and appropriated. Ang difference lang nila, pag unappropriated, yun yung available for dividends. Okay? So, kaya nag-minus tayo dito. Because sa statement of retained earnings, yung dulo dyan, makikita mo dun yung unappropriated retained earnings. Appropriation for, nakalagay contingencies. How much? 800,000. So, minus natin yan. 800 And then meron tayong dividends paid. Dividends paid for how much? 500,000. And then we get the retained earnings, ending balance, December 31, 2025. Okay, so let's compute. RE beginning, 1.2 million, plus correction of prior period error of 100,000, plus change in accounting policy, 150, plus net income of 1.3 million, minus appropriation for treasury shares, 300, minus appropriation for contingencies, 800, and dividends paid, 500,000. You get 1,150,000. This is an example of the statement of retained earnings. Tandaan mo, class, na yung pinakita ko sa inyo, ito yung correct order pagkakasunod-sunod sa statement of retained earnings. Okay? Correct order yan. Start tayo with correction of prior period error, change in accounting policy, net income, appropriation, and dividends. Yan yung pagkakasunod-sunod talaga na presentation in the statement of retained earnings. Got it? Okay. That's for illustrative example number 6. And again, yung 1,150,000 na yan, iyan yung unappropriated retained earnings. Let's go to the last illustrative example for statement of change in equity, number 7. Illustrative example number 7, compute for the total shareholders' equity. Madali lang para sa atin yan. Okay, the books of DF company in 2025 includes the following. Tignan natin, class, kung ano ipapasok sa shareholders' equity natin. Share capital, yes, kasama yan. So, sabayan nyo ako mag-compute, 100,000 plus share premium plus 20,000 plus retained earnings, appropriated and unappropriated, kasama yan. Kasi ang tanong sa atin, total daw. Okay, so plus mo yung 18, plus mo yung 42,000. Revaluation surplus, yes, OCI yan. Plus natin yan, 30,000. Remeasurement gain on defined benefit liability. Well, OCI din yan, again. So plus natin yung 15,000. Cumulative net unrealized gain on FVOCI, OCI yan. So plus 23 kasi gain. Effective portion of losses from cash flow hedge, losses yan. So minus OCI, minus 10,000. Cumulative translation loss on foreign operation. So yun yung gain or loss on translation. Loss daw, so minus 5,000. Treasury shares, alam natin, pag treasury shares, percentage as, naka-negative yan, okay? Contra equity account. Minus 13,000. Na-compute ko dito, class, 220,000. Total shareholders equity for illustrative example number 7, 220,000. Okay. Now, let's finish by answering the remaining theory questions. Number 20. Okay, number 20. Sige, which of the following would appear first in a statement of retained earnings? Okay, yun. Sinabi ko na dito kanina. Again, iyan yung correct order. Una muna natin is correction of prior period error. That's why sagot sa 20 is letter C. Okay, correction of prior period error muna, change in accounting policy, net income, appropriation, and dividends. Yun yung tamang format natin. Number 21, which of the following does not appear in the statement of retained earnings? Net loss, yes, kasama yan. OCI, wala yan. Yung OCI sa statement of changes in equity yan. Hindi makaka-affect yung OCI sa retained earnings natin. Preference share dividend, yes, dividends. And prior period adjustment, yes. So answer natin for number 21 is boy. Wala yan sa statement of retained earnings. And last one, number 28. The components of equity generally recognized by companies in the balance sheet. Alin daw dito yung mga equity accounts? Number 1, provisions. Hindi, liabilities yan. Number 2, bonds. Liability din yan. Share capital, yes. OCI, yes. Retained earnings, yes. 3, 4, and 5. Answer for number 28 is boy. Okay, so that's it for statement of changes in equity.